Right. Backgrounds, handicaps. I don't know if you care to know our names. Like, I don't know. It's getting really
It's
close.
called
to...
AG and Lunchbox.
Yeah. Or AG. AG
Hey,
and
cool,
Lunchbox.
Oh, 4 right.
Not good for the program.
Oh, man.
Get in.
Wow, you're so good at golf.
I'm all right, you know. I'm all right sometimes.
Are you like a tour pro?
Hello again, everybody. It is your. I don't want to make it seem like I know exactly what all of you are thinking, but it's your favorite golfing brothers.
Yeah.
Here with another
episode. Was it technically episode 3?
episode 3. It is the third episode.
Yeah. So we did listen to you guys' comments. We did get one comment asking we should probably address our background, our handicap.
Right. Backgrounds, handicaps. I don't know if you care to know our names. Like, I don't know. It's getting really close.
It's called
to...
AG and Lunchbox.
Yeah. Or AG. AG
Hey,
and
cool, man.
Lunchbox. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Our background, like, we're brothers. That golf. I mean, that's...
We are Filipino.
yeah.
Kind of. I mean,
our parents are Filipino. Isn't that
yeah.
enough? Anyway.
I feel like that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough. Anyway. Now that
And we play golf.
And we play golf. Right.
We talk golf, and that's why you're here.
Yeah.
That's
and
why you're here.
let's just put it this way. Like, we're not real competitive. We play golf casually.
Yeah.
Right?
Literally, actually, come to think about it, we're actually talking about just playing casually, not competitive. We are entering our first tournament.
To be fair, like it's the shit show tour, right?
Yeah.
So it's right up our alley. It's a pretty relaxed, from what I read in the rules and from the email we got from the tour. It's a pretty relaxed, just fun league.
Yeah. We actually played one day we were playing Bartley Kavanaugh, and we had a morning tea time, so we were playing, and all of a sudden we actually saw an event there last year, and we kind of thought that looked really fun.
Yeah.
Because it was just a bunch of guys. It looked like they were just having a lot of fun there, and it wasn't anything too competitive. It was just relax, have a good time, and
right.
that's right up our alley.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely right up our alley. Give us an opportunity to play to some courses that we probably wouldn't have even thought about playing at before.
And the guy who sent our email, his email, Jeremy, I think.
Yeah,
he seems super cool, super chill. So we're really excited to play our first tournament and meet some new people.
Yeah, I just gotta see if I can get a hold of my swing after not playing for 2 months.
Hey man, you're a new dad. Well, not really a new dad, but
The second baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
2 is a game changer.
it is. We're on man-to-man coverage right now, and it's. I mean, she's sleeping through the night now. Well, not totally through the night, but she's sleeping longer through the night now.
That's good.
And
I feel like that's a big milestone.
Oh, dude, totally, no doubt about it. The thing is like now, we're able to take a little bit of time for ourselves every once in a while, and my wife's been great. She's like, oh yeah, if you need to go hit some golf balls, you should go. And I'm like, yeah, I should totally do that. And then Mother Nature was like, nah, F you,
Yeah.
rain.
Dude, oh my gosh, the weather's been so bad. We had to cancel our last tee time last weekend.
Right.
Because the trees are falling, courses are closed because the flooding is so bad. It was windy, it's raining. It's pretty bad here. Apparently it's supposed to clear up next week.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get out this weekend. Hopefully we can get out.
Yeah, because I gotta work on some things, man.
Hey, you and me both.
Dude, the last time I played, like, we had one round that we weren't filming, and it was like the first round of the new year, where basically none of my long clubs were working. Like, I was basically just working down my clubs off the tee, and eventually I worked down to like hitting a 5-iron and And it wasn't even straight. It was just in the fairway. Just keep it in the fairway.
I will say that the short irons and the wedges are the most important. So as long as you get those in check and those are relatively okay, then I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. And then I was using that new putter, and it was like the first time I'd ever taken it out, so pace was all off. And,
Yeah.
But it was...
How was that new putter?
I do like it.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Tell the
it
folks.
made the bag. So I bought a brand new...
Brand new 2003.
2003. Shout out Joe Coy. I actually picked up an Even Roll ER2.
Yeah.
At first, well, it's a mid blade, and I'm used to using a mid mallet. So it's a nice little a little bridge to a blade putter, and I like it. I like it. It's been
Those
working out.
roll so true.
It does, and I think a lot of it has to do. Well, I'm trash. Let's be honest. Like, I'm trash. Like, dude, Jeremy sent me an email. He's like, "Hey, what's your handicap? I know you don't have. This is like your first tournament. We need to know your handicap so we know where to place you." And I'm like, "Look, I'm bad. That's really bad. Like, I'm bad." And I told him, and I wanted to be as honest as possible. So I was like, "Look, like 3 months ago, I was shooting high 90s, low 100s, right? So around, not below 110."
Yeah.
A little higher than 90, 98.
I will
right?
say that judging from playing with you, you're probably at 26.
I don't know what that means. But, so...
It means that it's not bad.
I know, but it's not great. So, so here's the thing. So, like, I was like, that's about where I was
Yeah.
3 or 4 months ago.
Uh-huh.
And I said, the last 2 rounds that I played in the last month, I was like, I shot like a 112 and like a 115. So take from that what you will. Like, you're the, I don't know, what is it, the tour chief? I don't know what they call him. Tour president?
Tour manager?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Okay.
That term. Tour manager. He's the TM.
Right.
So, yeah, I was like, take from that what you will. You place me where you think you need to place me. And, because, like, there's nothing I hate worse than sandbaggers. And honestly, like, being like a 30 plus, like, I feel like I'm a 30 plus. Like, how can you possibly sandbag as a 30 plus?
But at the same time, like, like I said, like, I feel like that tour, it's not, I don't feel like it's competitive to the point of getting mad over it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
For us, we're not going to play every event, so we probably have no chance of winning the tour championship or whatever. But
yeah, I'm honestly looking forward to playing at what looks like a pretty dope course, right?
yeah,
it looks like a pretty dope course. Turning it into a family vacation weekend, which is going to be really cool. And then at the same time, getting to meet other dudes that are pretty relaxed about golf. Because that's how, they describe the tour to us. It was like, it's a bunch of dudes. They just need a little bit of competitive edge to keep golf interesting for them.
Yeah.
But they're not super serious. And they seem like a bunch of cool dudes. And from that event at Bartley last year,
yeah.
it seemed to hold true. Like, those guys were all pretty chill. And they were pretty funny. So
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of drinking.
yeah, so...
And you know what? You had me at drinking.
Right. Even in the rules, like in the rules, when I read, some of their rules, I don't even know if it was in the rules, but they did make a stipulation, like they had to kick somebody off the tour because he was trying to enforce like PGA rules on everyone, which, I get it. There are PGA rules. That's just not the venue and vibe they're going for this tour.
Well, also I read the rules on this tour. It's not the same as the PGA.
Right.
Like you can actually, we addressed this in our previous podcast, but you could take relief
From a
fairway divot.
Yeah.
And I cannot tell you how grateful I am about that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it just goes to show you, like, this is the tour that is sort of relaxed, and it just gives you, like, if you're kind of looking for something a little more competitive than, just going out and playing around, then this is probably it.
It looks fun. Like,
It does.
I mean,
It
we're
definitely
not
looks fun.
obviously looking to win. I think we're just more excited to play our first ever tournament, and at the same time, the tour people seem super chill.
Yeah. I'm
super cool, and yeah, so we'll let you guys know how it goes. It's in 3 weeks in Monterey, and like you said, we're gonna make a family weekend out of it. We're probably gonna go to the aquarium.
Right. Well, 3 weeks from today, which is the 13th, We're shooting this on the 13th of January.
So a month.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is whenever this video goes out,
Oh, whenever it comes out.
it's going to be a little different on the time
Probably,
scale.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Probably like a week. All right, guys. So we have a new course segment called Course Debate. So we have everybody, fans, send in submissions, like videos of things you want us to talk about as a course debate, and we have our first submission.
Video submission. We got a ton of other ones, but no one. I mean, this is the only one that submitted a video. So
if you want to be included in the podcast, go ahead and send us a video. You'll see an example here of what our first one.
So let's take a look.
Flex. What's going on, y'all? Gains for Birdie here. Topic for Birdie to Bogey Bros. Greenside etiquette. You know, I see it a lot, kind of gets on my nerves a little bit, but like when people drag their feet on the greens. Tends to happen. Weekend golfers, can you pick up your feet? Another one, cleaning up your divots. It's not that hard. I don't know.
Couple things before we get into the topic at hand.
Okay.
Or the topic he has presented, the two topics. It's sort of intimidating to hear him, like, see him cross his arms and be a little, I mean, obviously this is something that he's passionate about, and I get it. Like, the little pet peeves, everyone has them.
Yeah.
But there's also, like, the Goodfellas song playing in the background.
I feel like that was placed strategically. Like,
I know, it's like...
I bet it took him a minute. Like,
This
what
is
song
perfect.
should I play?
Yeah, for my submission, which is like, it's a little, like, if I was watching that and I was one of those people he was referring to, I would be a little intimidated. Like, I probably don't ever want to see him again. I might just be sleeping with the fishes, right? But at the same time, okay, so...
Especially as how big he is.
So, a man, okay, I played with him a couple weeks ago, right? And we were making a joke where, you know, Grind to Par was there, and he made a joke like Mr. 305, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide, whatever, like making a Pitbull reference. And I was like, what is that? Like, what, you bench? And I told him, I said, so what, like, you just tried to hit your ball as far as you could bench? Like, so they match? And it was a joke, and everyone laughed, and he was like, no, I actually bench more than that. I was like, oh, Jesus. Like, that's why that dude's arms are so freaking big. You see how massive his chest is?
Dude, I was actually looking at his forearms because I was looking at his tattoo.
Right.
Dope. But...
Yeah. And we're getting borderline into, like, physique looking, which is a little suspect. But to the topic at hand. Dragging your feet on the greens. I can't say that I've ever seen that, but in general, people just that drag their feet in general.
Yeah.
And they don't have, like, some ailment that causes them to drag their feet.
Right.
Like, they're just dragging their feet for no reason. I always feel like, what's going on, man? Like, are you okay?
Well, it's even worse when you have cleats on, right?
Oh, yeah, because you're definitely
you're
ruining the green.
Yeah.
And so I get where he's coming from. Like, that's a pet peeve. If I saw that, I'd be like, bro, like, stay away from my line.
You know, and the whole, like, divots, right, on the green. I specifically, every time I get to the green, I try to fix my divot. Not because it's a nice thing to do. I do it because I'm thinking, this is me taking care of the course. Hopefully the course will give me luck and make my putt. If I have to fix someone else's divot on top of that to increase my chances of making this next putt, oh, I'm doing it. Has nothing to do with etiquette.
You know what? I was just
like,
about
if
to
you
say,
came over and tried to get my divot, I'm like, no, I'll get it.
I need the karma.
I need this. Yeah,
right. Absolutely, 100%. No, I get it. Like, and it does kind of drive me insane. Not drive me insane, but I do. There was a time when I didn't care, where I was like, bro, I don't care what you do. But now, like, after seeing and especially hanging out and playing with Joey,
yeah,
like, it's like, bro, fix that. Like, don't do that. Like,
I mean, I do feel like we are pretty good with taking care of the course. But I do pay attention to it a lot more when Joey's around.
I know. 'Cause you know what? It's like, I don't want to upset Dad. Don't upset Dad.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's kind of like that where like
He's
Oh,
a man
don't-
of authority on the golf course anyway.
Yeah.
And you-
Like I remember the first round we played with him, I was like, "Hey, what do you think about drinking on the course?"
Right.
And he paused for like 5 minutes
Right.
to like respond, and he was like,
I had
finally, he's like, "I'm cool with it."
I had a hand in the cooler. I had a hand in the cooler, and I was like, "What's he gonna say?" And I was like,
What if he said no? You're like,
all
"Yeah,
right.
yeah, me neither."
Yeah. Crazy, right? Who does that?
Who drinks?
This is gonna be a rough round. We're only a whole 7.
I know.
I gotta play it sober.
I feel like we have to like hide it in our jacket or something.
No, but it was so funny though, because like, he was like, "Yeah, it's fine." But I think after talking to him, he was like, "Look, as long as you're not getting carried away and
Yeah.
causing damage to things."
Right. Because I think his whole thing was he saw people going viral because they're crashing golf carts and they're
Yeah,
doing all these
right.
stupid things on the green.
Right.
And like, dude, I get it. I don't think that shit. I'm not even a greenskeeper. Like,
Right. Yeah. It's. I think we're old.
Get off my lawn.
I mean, it is a very immature thing to do to destroy other people's property.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, certain people just don't care.
I feel like you see that a lot now, though, and we're starting to get into a moral debate about, you know, the ethics of social media,
Right.
which is kind of
People will do anything to get them
likes and whatever, and it's weird that those are the things that actually get you to go viral.
Right. And the funny thing is when people post that stuff and they'll comment saying this isn't cool, blah blah blah, but
you're
also
helping them.
Yeah, but you're also feeding into it to
Right.
them getting attention.
Exactly, because of the way the algorithm works, as long as you're interacting with the post, whether it's to say this is bad or good, you're still promoting the post.
Yeah, like the Instagram doesn't necessarily really care about what you say as long as you're saying something on there.
Yeah, as long as you're interacting with
They're
it.
gonna take it as if
Yeah.
like, oh, people are staying on the channel.
Yeah.
People are staying here.
Right.
So they're gonna
it's
promote it
popular.
more.
Right. And that's, you know, oh, and people are sharing it, even if it's to say this is not good. Like, you should not do this. Like,
Yeah.
you're still sharing it.
I mean, the good thing about I think Facebook and Instagram sometimes they're sensitive to hate
Yeah.
speech and
Yeah.
stuff and abuse. I don't know how good, but I know they do have, especially YouTube. They have, I guess they have buzzwords on there and saying like, "Oh, this is a hateful comment." And even when you post to YouTube, you have, as the channel, you have the option of making sure the comments shown are not hateful.
Oh.
Like they'll come through you before you have to approve it before it
Oh,
shows
okay.
up. So that's kind of cool. And I know you can report people on Instagram and Facebook. I don't know how efficient that is, but
Dude, so that's something that I found super interesting, because I found out there were actually teams of people that just comb through posts on Instagram. Like,
Really?
they're literally like in a beehive, like just sitting at a desk watching videos to take them down, approve them, or leave them up.
I mean, I do know for especially YouTube, there's obviously those copyright things, but that I think it's an automatic thing, because if you register a certain sound or like a song or whatever, then YouTube will automatically catch it because it's part of the
Right. There's got to be some software out there that's sort of, you know, and I know that there's this for like work. And they were saying like pixel color, like if you have a certain amount of skin colored pixels on your screen at a certain amount of time, like it'll flag your computer, like saying, hey, this person might be watching something inappropriate.
like what?
Well, gee, I don't know, man. I'm not like that, so I don't know. Like, you know,
Oh, okay.
yeah, something you shouldn't be watching at work.
Like
Right?
what?
I don't know, just stuff.